If you're watching this, I am dead. So let's sit down and have one final chat.
Welcome to Uncovering Mystery. Today, we take a moment to reflect on 10 talented YouTubers whose lives were tragically cut short.
I'm sorry to those of you who I betrayed. I'm sorry for leaving such a stained legacy.
These creators didn't just make videos, they inspired communities, made us laugh, cry, think, and feel connected. Their stories, though often filled with promise and passion, ended far too soon, leaving behind a void in the hearts of fans around the world. From pioneers in their niches to rising stars just beginning to shine, each name on this list left a unique mark on the platform and the people who watched them. Whether you were a loyal subscriber or discovered them later, their impact lives on. Did you follow any of these YouTubers? Share your memories, tributes, or favorite moments in the comments below. We'd love to hear how they touched your life. Now, let's honor their legacy as we count down 10 YouTubers who left us too soon. Number 1, Alexander, better known online as Technoblade, wasn't just a Minecraft YouTuber. He was a legend. His quick wit, unmatched PvP skills, and humble personality made him a global icon in the Minecraft community. Technoblade rose to fame with his participation in Minecraft Monday and the Dream SMP, where his gameplay stood out as nothing short of genius. But beyond the battles and block breaking, Technoblade's charm came from his humor, honesty, and connection with his audience.
Not even close, baby! Technoblade never dies! Technoblade never dies!
He amassed millions of subscribers not just because he was good at Minecraft, but because he made people feel good while watching. His videos were more than content. They were comfort. But then everything changed. In August 2021, Technoblade announced he had been diagnosed with cancer. Despite undergoing chemotherapy, surgeries, and radiation therapy, he continued uploading, making fans laugh even during his darkest times. His resilience inspired millions.
If I had another 100 lives, I think I would choose to be Technoblade again every single time.
In June 2022, the world was heartbroken when his father shared Technoblade's final message in a video titled "So Long, Nerds."
Hi, I'm Technoblade's dad.
It was a farewell that brought the internet to tears. He was only 23. Technoblade didn't just build Minecraft empires, he built a legacy of strength, humility, and love. His message was simple: live life with laughter, fight hard, and never take a moment for granted.
And I hope you all go on to live long, prosperous, and happy lives. Because I love you guys. Technoblade out.
Number 2, Christina Grimmie, a name that still echoes across the YouTube community. Christina wasn't just a singer, she was a phenomenon. She launched her YouTube channel in 2009, uploading covers of popular songs from her bedroom. But it wasn't just the voice, it was her raw energy, charm, and humility that drew millions.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I think I've been so hard in love.
By 2011, Christina had become a viral sensation, with her cover of Nelly's Just a Dream racking up over 100 million views. She later toured with Selena Gomez, released original music, and even made it to the finals on The Voice in 2014. Christina was on a rocket to stardom, and she never lost touch with her fans. But on June 10th, 2016, the unthinkable happened. After a concert in Orlando while signing autographs, Christina was shot by a deranged fan. She was only 22 years old. Her brother heroically tackled the shooter, but Christina didn't survive. The news shattered millions around the world.
Christina got shot. Christina Grimmie.
Her death wasn't just a loss to music or YouTube. It was a loss to anyone who ever dared to dream out loud. Christina Grimmie will always be remembered for her voice, her spirit, and the way she lit up the internet, one video at a time. Number 3, Grant Thompson, better known as the King of Random. If you ever wanted to know how to make a homemade air conditioner, turn soda into slush, or launch rockets from your backyard, chances are Grant showed you how. Before YouTube fame, Grant was a commercial airline pilot. Yep, he flew planes for a living, but he had a deeper passion for hands-on science, DIY experiments, and just figuring stuff out. That passion exploded onto YouTube in 2010, where he built a massive community with over 11 million subscribers. He turned everyday items into jaw-dropping experiments that had millions glued to their screens. What made Grant so beloved wasn't just the cool explosions and life hacks, it was his energy. You could feel his excitement in every frame. He once said, "I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here to show you how to think." That mindset made science fun again. But then tragedy struck. In July 2019, the YouTube world was shaken. Grant went paragliding in southern Utah, something he'd done many times before. But this time, he didn't return. He was reported missing, and just a day later, his body was found near his crashed paraglider. He was only 38 years old. His death felt unreal, like losing the big brother of the internet who made science exciting and life feel limitless. But even in his absence, his legacy lives on. The king of random channels still uploads, keeping his vision and joy alive. Grant Thompson wasn't just a YouTuber. He was a builder, an innovator, a dreamer, and someone who reminded us that you don't need a lab coat to be a scientist. Number 4, Too Mad, real name Mudia Sedik.
Too mad! That's me! Let's go!
He was one of the most chaotic, hilarious, and unfiltered personalities to ever hit the YouTube scene. Born on December 17, 2000, to an Ethiopian family of Oromo heritage in Canada, Too Mad went from a teenage gamer to a full-blown internet sensation by the time he was 19.
Look at this beautiful image of myself. He's vibing.
He first gained traction by posting funny gameplay videos, but it wasn't long before the Too Mad energy took over. With his absurd, over-the-top humor and unpredictable behavior, he became a living meme. One of his early viral moments was a clip of him randomly falling over. It was shared across Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. His content was raw, weird, and often left you wondering, did that really just happen? He called his content cringe comedy, but fans embraced it as genius madness. As Twitch banned him, Too Mad simply shifted to YouTube streams, often filled with outrageous commentary and wild antics. During the COVID-19 lockdowns, he skyrocketed in popularity by Zoom bombing random meetings, a move that even got him featured by BBC News. His subscriber count exploded from under 1 million to over 2 million in just months. Too Mad wasn't without controversy, from impersonating BTS members to provocative social media stunts, but his fans stayed loyal, drawn to his raw authenticity. In 2022, he even did a bizarre cosplay photo shoot with Belle Delphine that broke the internet. Sadly, behind the laughter, there were signs of a troubled soul. On February 13, 2024, Too Mad was found dead in his Los Angeles apartment. He had been inactive for days. Police discovered drug paraphernalia, and a medical report later confirmed his cause of death as morphine toxicity, with mitragynine, a substance found in kratom, also playing a role. He was just 23 years old. Too Mad left behind not just memes, but memories. Wild, unfiltered moments that made the internet feel alive. He truly was one of a kind, and gone far too soon. Number 5, Caleb Logan Bertaley. Born on July 13, 2002, Caleb was the heart of the YouTube family channel Bertaley. He was the oldest of the 3 siblings and the only boy, known for his hilarious sense of humor, warm spirit, and quirky catchphrases that made millions smile. His love for macaroni and cheese, his favorite colors, purple and black, and his iconic line, "I'm a baked potato," became beloved trademarks that fans still cherish today. Caleb wasn't just a YouTube personality, he was an athlete, playing for his baseball team, proudly wearing the number 7 on his blue, white, and red jersey. Off the field, he brought the same team spirit and energy to the camera, turning everyday family moments into unforgettable memories for fans around the world. He was funny, caring, and genuinely kind, a brother, a friend, a son, and to many, an idol. But on October 1st, 2015, tragedy struck. Caleb passed away suddenly at 7:08 p.m. at just 13 years old due to an undetected heart condition. The news shocked the internet. His final vlog, titled Dear Future Self, was posted the very next day, and it's hauntingly beautiful. His passing left a void not only in his family's life, but in the hearts of millions who watched him grow up online. It was a painful reminder of just how fragile life can be, even for those who seem the brightest on camera.
Rest in peace, Caleb. You will be missed.
But Caleb's light hasn't gone out. His legacy lives on through the laughter he gave us, the love he shared, and of course, every time we hear the words, "Rest in peace, Caleb Logan, you will forever be missed." Number 6, Corey LaBerry, a bright, hilarious, and unforgettable presence on YouTube whose life was tragically cut short at just 25. Born in Australia and later moving to Los Angeles, Corey wasn't just another YouTuber chasing fame. He brought something real, raw energy, humor, and a no-filter personality that connected instantly with his fans. Whether it was wild challenges, brutally honest story times, or simply vibing with his friends, Corey made you feel like you were part of his inner circle.
Just know that I love you and that everything's gonna be okay, and just stay safe out there. And just know this isn't gonna last forever, and hopefully all this content that we're creating makes it put a smile on your face, and hopefully I get to meet you one day.
Corey's channel was home to countless laughs, real talk, and the kind of chaotic fun that kept his 300K plus subscribers coming back for more. He also collaborated with other YouTube personalities like Crawford Collins and JC Kalen, creating viral content that showcased not just his comedic timing, but his heart. But perhaps what hit the hardest was how we lost him. On May 10th, 2020, the day Corey turned 25, he went out to celebrate with friends. Sadly, that night ended in tragedy. Corey was killed in a car crash in Los Angeles. His friend, who was reportedly intoxicated while driving, was later charged with vehicular manslaughter. The accident shook the YouTube community and left millions of fans mourning a life that was just beginning to bloom. What's even more chilling, Corey had posted earlier that day excited about the future. One of his last videos was titled, "Deleting this video in 24 hours," as if life itself knew it was a fleeting moment. Corey LaBerry wasn't just a content creator. He was a reminder to be yourself, laugh often, and never take a single moment for granted. Number 7, Desmond Amofa, better known by his online name, Etika. He was an explosion of energy, a walking reaction, and a joyful storm in the world of gaming. Born on May 12, 1990, in Brooklyn, New York, Desmond was the son of Ghanaian politician Owuraku Amofa. He had the charisma, the charm, and most of all, the passion that drew in fans from around the world. Etika launched his YouTube journey in 2012 with EW Network, the Etika World Network. His fanbase? Proudly known as the Joy-Con Boys, a tribute to the Nintendo Switch controllers. His reaction videos to Super Smash Bros. Character reveals became legendary. No one could hype up a reveal like Etika. He once famously shouted, "Oh my god, Nintendo did it again!" and fans lived for those over-the-top reactions. But behind the energy and the memes was a young man silently battling mental health struggles. Between late 2018 and mid-2019, signs of distress became more frequent.
Sorry to those of you who had betrayed. I'm sorry for leaving such a stained legacy.
He began posting cryptic messages, alarming videos, and even uploading inappropriate content that led to the termination of multiple channels, including Etika FRFX. On June 20th, 2019, Etika uploaded a haunting video titled "I'm Sorry," walking the streets of NYC at night.
I really had no intention of killing myself. Now I've got nobody. I made a lot of bad decisions, dog.
In the video, he talked about depression, social media toxicity, and loneliness, warning others not to fall into the same trap. Soon after, he was reported missing. Tragically, on June 25th, his body was found in the East River, confirming that Desmond had died by suicide. He was only 29 years old. His final message? Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Desmond Amofa's story is a heartbreaking reminder. Sometimes the brightest smiles hide the deepest pain. Rest in peace, Etika. The Joy-Con Boysy will never forget you. Number 8, Emily Hartridge, a vibrant British YouTuber whose honesty, humor, and fearless storytelling captivated audiences around the world. Born in Hambledon, Hampshire in 1984, Emily burst onto the YouTube scene in 2012 with her iconic series 10 Reasons Why, where she tackled everything from love and mental health to modern relationships and the awkward truth about adulting. Her fans loved her for how real she was.
There are good ways to break up with someone, and there are bad ways to break up with someone, and it's just not funny talking about the good ways. 1.
Emily wasn't afraid to talk about the hard stuff, from her struggles with mental health to freezing her eggs after being diagnosed with low fertility. She often shared how she was learning to love herself while still being a complete mess, a sentiment many found empowering. Off the screen, she found love with Jake Hazel, a fellow mental health advocate and recovering addict. Together, they became a symbol of healing and growth, and Jake was a frequent face in her videos. But tragically, Emily's life was cut short on July 12, 2019. While riding an electric scooter gifted to her for her 35th birthday, Emily was struck by a lorry at Queen's Circus Roundabout in London. She died at the scene, making her the first person in the UK to die in an accident involving an e-scooter. Her final video, chillingly titled 10 Reasons to Get a Younger Boyfriend, showed her happily receiving the very scooter she was later riding that day. A coroner later ruled that the crash was due to the scooter being driven too fast with an underinflated tire, a painful reminder of how fragile life is. Emily once said, "You are not broken, you are becoming." And for many, those words still echo loudly today. Gone too soon, but never forgotten, Emily Hartridge leaves behind a digital legacy of truth, vulnerability, and laughter that continues to inspire. Number 9. Pedro Ruiz III, a name that was on its way to becoming synonymous with YouTube stardom. Pedro, a rising star from Minnesota, was known for his vlogs, pranks, and daring stunts that captivated millions. His channel grew quickly thanks to his fearless nature and his ability to take risks, often pushing boundaries in the pursuit of entertainment.
So, babe, let's go ahead and show them what we have in store for our first video.
Pedro was no stranger to controversy, but it was his zest for life that truly set him apart. He wasn't just creating content, he was living out his dreams in front of the camera. "Life is too short to not take chances," he once said in a video where he spoke about his passion for pushing limits and chasing excitement. But unfortunately, that very philosophy would lead to his untimely death.
I'm just not going to just set it and just shoot it. No, I'm going to stand behind it. And Mona Lisa is going to shoot it.
In June 2017, Pedro was involved in a deadly stunt with his girlfriend, Mona Lisa Perez. The two had planned a prank for their audience. Mona Lisa would shoot a .50 caliber Desert Eagle at Pedro while he held an encyclopedia in front of his chest, thinking it would protect him. Tragically, the gunshot went through the book, hitting Pedro in the chest and killing him instantly. The stunt was filmed for their YouTube channel, a decision that would cost Pedro his life. The world was left shocked and heartbroken by the news. Pedro had built a fan base who admired his charisma and daring nature. Just a few days before his death, he posted a video with the caption, "Some risks are worth taking, others, not so much." It's hard to imagine how those words would haunt his fans and family forever. Pedro's death is a haunting reminder of how far some YouTubers are willing to go for views. It raises important questions about the responsibility that comes with online fame and the impact of reckless stunts on viewers. But for those who knew Pedro, he remains a vibrant spirit who lived life on his terms despite the ultimate consequence. Pedro Ruiz III may have died too soon, but his story will continue to serve as a cautionary tale, one that reminds us to cherish life and think carefully before we act, even in the pursuit of fame. Number 10. Ed Gold, the creator of the popular web series Ed's World, tragically passed away in 2012 at the age of 23. Ed was an animator, artist, and voice actor who turned his passion for animation into a lasting legacy that continues to inspire creators worldwide. Ed's World, which began in 2004, became a sensation by 2007 thanks to its humor, quirky characters, and Ed's unique animation and voice acting style. His catchphrases, such as "Tord, what are you doing?" and "Dude, where's my pizza?" became iconic among fans. In 2011, Ed was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, but continued creating content despite his illness, even sharing his journey through a video titled Ed vs. Cancer. He remained determined to make videos for his fans, saying he wouldn't let cancer interfere with his work. Ed passed away on March 25, 2012, but his legacy lived on through Ed's World. His friend Tom Ridgewell continued producing episodes in his honor, and profits were donated to Click Sargent, a UK charity supporting families affected by cancer. Ed's story serves as a powerful reminder of the impact one person can have, even when their life is cut short. Thanks for watching. Comment below which YouTube star you missed the most.